So a lot of people today are getting together or virtually getting together for Thanksgiving, having dinner, spending time with loved ones, and just being able to take some time to contemplate and to be thankful, right? When I was younger and I had Thanksgiving with my family, I totally admit it. I saw this holiday as another family obligation. We got to get together and pretend like everything's all fine and dandy and, ooh, there's turkey. And while I won't pretend like that doesn't still cross my mind at times, especially when it comes to Thanksgiving, a part of me does definitely have a different understanding of it and appreciation for it, especially since the past couple of years I've come to understand gratitude. Setting aside your preconceptions and your pre existing understanding of Thanksgiving, what is gratitude? It's about taking time to reflect and to focus on the things that you have versus what you don't have. How much time on a daily basis are we spent focusing on what we don't have? How much time do we spend focusing on the material goods that we think that once we have them, we're suddenly going to be happy and that we're actually going to be thankful? Well, it's not to say material goods are bad. It's to ask the question, though, that when our happiness is so often dependent on always reaching for something and trying to get it, we're never going to be happy on a consistent basis, let alone fulfilled. And what does my family and I do at Thanksgiving dinner? We start to take the time to share and focus on the things that we do have. But instead of just making that just one holiday or one day out of the year, I challenge you to think, what if we made that every day? How much happier can we be on a daily basis when we take time to focus on what we have versus being under the illusion that we can only be happy when we get what we don't have? I challenge you to practice gratitude. Think about some things that you're grateful for in your life or can be grateful for. And if you can't think of anything, start with the basics. You have a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, food to have for every single meal of the day. Just these little things, these little details that we easily take for granted can be things that just magnify as things to be grateful for. There's a quote: "We drive on streets we didn't pave. We read books we didn't have to write. We use medicines we didn't have to create. We get information about the world just as a snap of our fingers on our little smartphone devices." Compared to where our society was back in the 1900s to where we are now, all these advancements in science and technology, we are so privileged to be living in this day and age. And again, it's so easy to forget that, which is why I encourage gratitude. As this Thanksgiving Day is coming to an end, I challenge you to take the gratitude that you have today for Thanksgiving and to take it out into your daily life and to use it on a daily basis, because you'll be pleasantly surprised. You will be pleasantly surprised at how many things we take for granted suddenly come to the forefront of our minds, and we're like, holy moly, we take a lot for granted. And lastly, it's not just about simply focusing on it for the sake of focusing on it, but also the feelings that you'll produce on a daily basis for it. Because I want you to be happy on a daily basis.